Have you ever stopped to think about how much of your daily life is being quietly observed, tracked, or influenced without you even realizing it? Privacy experts are raising red flags about the hidden places older people are being watched, and it's something every senior should know about. Whether it's in the grocery store where shopping habits are tracked, in your smart devices at home that listen and learn from you, through medical records being analyzed, on social media platforms that follow your clicks, or even in community spaces with cameras, the truth is that our personal lives are no longer as private as they once were. But here's the empowering part. You don't have to let that realization create fear. Instead, you can use it as fuel to live with greater intention, to prioritize your health, and to take charge of the things you can control. Your health and wellness are areas of life where your choices matter most. Just because others may be watching doesn't mean you surrender your energy, youthfulness, or vitality. In fact, it's the perfect reminder that your life is still yours to shape. You have more power than you think to remain strong, capable, and vibrant no matter your age. Start with simple diet choices. Adding more fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins doesn't just improve physical health. It energizes the mind and strengthens the immune system. Cutting down on processed sugars and overly salty foods can work wonders for heart health and energy levels. Imagine your plate not just as food, but as fuel, each choice giving your body the strength to move, to heal, and to thrive. Awareness of hidden surveillance is something many people overlook, especially older adults who grew up in a time when privacy felt far more secure than it does today. The reality is that today's world operates on data, and much of that data comes from simple, everyday habits that most people don't even realize are being tracked. When seniors walk into a grocery store, for example, every purchase made with a card, a loyalty membership, or even by using a digital coupon becomes a piece of information that companies collect and analyze. This data is then used to create patterns about spending, health, and even lifestyle choices. While it might seem harmless, it's important for older adults to recognize that these records build a picture of their private life that can influence what advertisements they see, the offers they receive, or even what products are pushed their way. Awareness of this fact helps seniors remain intentional with how they shop and what information they willingly share. Another area where hidden surveillance often goes unnoticed is in smart home devices. Voice assistants, connected TVs, and even simple appliances often collect data in the background. Many older adults use these devices to make life easier, whether it's asking about the weather, setting reminders, or watching shows. But the trade-off is that information is constantly being recorded, processed, and stored. For seniors, this knowledge isn't about creating fear, but about developing the awareness that not everything said or done with a device remains private. It encourages smarter use of technology, perhaps by adjusting settings, being cautious about personal details shared out loud, and seeking help from family members to secure devices properly. Medical records also represent a hidden layer of observation. Today's healthcare systems rely on digital platforms, which means test results, prescriptions, and appointments are stored electronically. While this improves efficiency and accessibility, it also opens the door for data analysis. Insurance companies, for example, may review these records to determine risks or eligibility. Seniors should understand that the details of their health history are not just between them and their doctor anymore, but part of a larger network that influences the kind of care and opportunities they receive. By being aware of this, they can advocate for their privacy rights and ask questions whenever they feel unsure about how their data is being used. Social media is another powerful place where older adults are being quietly monitored. A simple like, comment, or share tells platforms about interests, beliefs, and connections. Algorithms then shape what is seen online, sometimes limiting exposure to balanced information and instead reinforcing patterns based on previous behavior. Seniors who spend time on these platforms need to recognize that the content appearing on their screen is not random. It is designed by unseen systems watching what they do. Developing the habit of being mindful about what is posted and shared can protect both privacy and perspective. Even community spaces are part of this network of surveillance. Security cameras in stores, parks, or community centers are now more common than ever. While they are meant for safety, they also contribute to a world where movements are recorded, sometimes stored, and occasionally reviewed by third parties. Older adults should be aware of this so that they understand how public spaces have changed. Healthy eating for energy is one of the most powerful yet simple ways older adults can transform how they feel each day. Food is more than just a source of calories. It is the fuel that supports every cell, organ, and function of the body. When seniors focus on nourishing themselves with fresh, wholesome choices, they notice improvements not only in physical energy, but also in mental clarity, mood, and overall vitality. Fruits and vegetables, for example, are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that protect the body from damage caused by free radicals. They also provide fiber, which helps digestion run smoothly and supports heart health. Choosing a colorful variety means getting a wider range of nutrients, and it keeps meals interesting and appealing. Whole grains like oats, brown rice, and quinoa are another key component because they release energy slowly, avoiding the crashes that come from refined carbohydrates. Instead of the quick spike and drop in blood sugar, whole grains provide steady fuel that keeps seniors feeling alert and active for longer periods. Lean proteins such as chicken, fish, beans, or eggs help repair and maintain muscle, which becomes more important with age since muscle mass naturally decreases over time. Maintaining strength through diet is just as important as exercise, and protein helps keep the body resilient against fatigue and injury. Reducing processed sugars and salty snacks is another step that can make a dramatic difference. Too much sugar not only contributes to weight gain, but also increases the risk of diabetes and energy swings that leave people feeling drained. Salty foods can raise blood pressure, which puts extra strain on the heart and circulatory system. Instead, seniors can satisfy cravings with healthier options like nuts, seeds, or fruit, which provide nutrients without the harmful side effects. Small substitutions over time become habits that create long-term health benefits, and they do not require drastic changes to enjoy results. Hydration is another essential but often overlooked part of healthy eating. Older adults sometimes lose the sensation of thirst, leading to dehydration without realizing it. Drinking water throughout the day supports energy, joint health, and even brain function. Herbal teas and water-rich fruits like watermelon or oranges also contribute to hydration and can make it easier to stay consistent. Simply keeping a glass of water nearby serves as a reminder to take sips and stay refreshed. Meal timing and portion control also play an important role. Eating smaller, balanced meals throughout the day can prevent overeating and help maintain steady energy levels. Large, heavy meals can slow digestion and leave the body feeling sluggish, while balanced portions allow the body to absorb nutrients more effectively. For seniors, listening to the body's signals and eating with mindfulness ensures that food becomes a tool for energy rather than a source of discomfort. The act of preparing meals can itself become a source of wellness. Cooking at home allows control over ingredients, reduces reliance on processed foods, and creates opportunities to enjoy food as a joyful experience rather than just a necessity. Sharing meals with family or friends adds another layer of health by nurturing emotional connections, which are just as vital as nutrition itself. Light exercise for vitality is one of the most effective ways older adults can preserve their strength, independence, and sense of youthfulness. Movement does not have to be strenuous or complicated to create real change in the body and mind. Gentle activities like walking, stretching, or yoga stimulate circulation, keep joints flexible, and maintain muscle strength. For seniors, even a short daily walk around the neighborhood can improve cardiovascular health, boost energy, and reduce stiffness. The simple act of moving consistently tells the body to stay active and responsive, which helps prevent the natural decline that often comes with age. Exercise also plays an essential role in balance and coordination, two areas that are crucial for reducing the risk of falls. Light routines that focus on stability, such as practicing standing on one leg, shifting weight from side to side, or gentle chair exercises, build confidence and physical awareness. Over time, these small efforts add up, allowing older adults to move with greater ease in their daily lives. The ability to bend, reach, or climb stairs without hesitation is not only a physical achievement, but also an emotional one, bringing a sense of independence and control over life. Beyond the physical benefits, light exercise stimulates the brain and lifts the mood. Movement encourages the release of endorphins, which naturally reduce stress and promote a sense of happiness. Seniors who engage in regular physical activity often report sleeping better, feeling less anxious, and experiencing clearer thinking. Activities like Tai Chi or gentle yoga combine both physical and mental focus, creating a calming rhythm that soothes the mind while strengthening the body. Exercise becomes more than a task. It becomes a form of therapy, giving older adults a chance to reconnect with themselves and find joy in simple movement. Social connections can also grow through exercise. Group walks, senior fitness classes, or even stretching routines with friends provide companionship while promoting health. Sharing movement with others turns exercise into an enjoyable, social event rather than a solitary responsibility. This sense of community motivates consistency and makes it easier to stay committed. Even if done alone, maintaining a light exercise routine builds self-pride, reminding seniors that they are capable of growth and progress regardless of age. Consistency is the true secret to making exercise effective. A few minutes each day has a far greater impact than sporadic bursts of activity. Seniors do not need to aim for perfection or long sessions at the gym. The key is steady, gentle movement that fits comfortably into daily routines. Whether it is stretching upon waking, gardening in the afternoon, or walking after dinner, these small choices form habits that keep the body resilient and the spirit vibrant. The beauty of light exercise is its adaptability. It can be done indoors or outdoors, alone or with others, standing or sitting, depending on personal ability. There is no rigid structure or age limit to moving the body with care and purpose. Every step, stretch, or lift is an investment in health and vitality, keeping the body younger and the mind sharper. Lifestyle choices for longevity are often the hidden key to feeling youthful and strong as the years go by. While diet and exercise provide the foundation, the way older adults structure their daily routines has an enormous impact on health and happiness. Sleep is one of the most vital yet underestimated aspects of wellness. Restorative sleep allows the body to repair itself, strengthens memory, and improves mood. Seniors who create a calming evening routine, reduce screen time before bed, and maintain consistent sleep schedules often find they wake up more refreshed, with energy that carries them through the day. Quality rest is not just about avoiding fatigue. It is about supporting every organ and system so they continue working effectively. Hydration is another lifestyle habit that is simple but powerful. As the body ages, the natural feeling of thirst diminishes, which makes dehydration more common without realizing it. This can lead to headaches, fatigue, and even confusion, all of which take away from a sense of vitality. By drinking enough water, enjoying herbal teas, and eating water-rich foods, seniors can support joint health, maintain clearer thinking, and keep their skin healthier. A small step like carrying a water bottle can have a big influence on long-term wellness. Social connection is equally important because isolation can drain energy as quickly as poor nutrition or lack of exercise. Engaging with friends, family, or community groups nourishes emotional health and strengthens resilience. Conversations, laughter, and shared experiences reduce stress and boost the immune system, proving that connection is medicine for the mind and body. Whether it is a phone call, a walk with a neighbor, or participation in community activities, staying socially engaged adds meaning and purpose to daily life. Stress management also plays a major role in longevity. Chronic stress can weaken the immune system, elevate blood pressure, and speed up the aging process. Simple practices such as deep breathing, meditation, listening to calming music, or spending quiet time outdoors can lower stress levels and restore balance. Even short moments of mindfulness throughout the day remind the body to slow down, relax, and reset. Managing stress is not about eliminating challenges, but about building healthier responses that protect overall wellness. Engaging the mind is another lifestyle choice that adds years of quality living. Reading, puzzles, learning new skills, or practicing hobbies stimulate the brain and keep it active. Just as the body needs exercise to stay strong, the mind thrives when it is challenged. Seniors who continue to learn and explore maintain sharper memory and a greater sense of fulfillment. Pairing mental stimulation with creative expression, such as painting, writing, or playing music, adds joy and variety to everyday life. All of these choices build on each other, creating a lifestyle where body, mind, and spirit work together to support longevity. When seniors prioritize rest, hydration, connection, stress reduction, and mental stimulation, they give themselves the tools to not only extend life, but also enrich it with energy and meaning. A positive mindset toward aging is one of the most powerful tools older adults can carry with them, because the way they think about growing older directly shapes the quality of their daily lives. When seniors see aging as a decline, every ache or change becomes a reminder of limitation, but when they see it as a stage of growth, wisdom, and opportunity, each day becomes a chance to embrace strength and possibility. The mind has an incredible influence over the body, and studies have shown that people who approach aging with optimism live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives than those who view it negatively. This is because belief fuels action, and action creates outcomes. When older adults believe they are still capable of energy, joy, and resilience, they naturally make choices that support those beliefs, whether that means eating better, moving more, or staying connected with others. Positivity does not mean ignoring challenges, but facing them with courage and creativity. Every stage of life comes with changes, yet seniors who keep a youthful spirit approach those changes as adjustments rather than endings. A knee that feels stiff may mean shifting to swimming instead of jogging, but it does not mean stopping movement altogether. A slower memory may mean using notes and reminders, but it also creates opportunities to engage the mind with stimulating activities. A positive mindset turns obstacles into opportunities to adapt, proving that aging is not about giving up, but about finding new ways to thrive. Gratitude is another practice that strengthens positivity. By focusing on what is still working, what is still joyful, and what is still possible, seniors train the mind to look at abundance instead of lack. Each morning spent appreciating good health, meaningful relationships, or even the small pleasures of daily life rewires the brain toward optimism. Gratitude not only uplifts the spirit, but also reduces stress and strengthens overall wellness. It becomes a daily reminder that life is valuable in every season. Another powerful aspect of mindset is self-talk. The words people say to themselves shape confidence and motivation. If an older adult constantly says, "I am too old for this," the body and spirit respond with hesitation and limitation. But if the words become, "I can still learn, grow, and enjoy life," the entire being begins to align with energy and possibility. Positive affirmations may seem simple, but repeated often, they create deep change in perspective, fueling both mental and physical vitality. A mindset of resilience also keeps the spirit youthful. Life will always bring challenges, whether health issues, losses, or transitions, but resilience allows older adults to bounce back with strength rather than collapse under the weight of difficulty. By focusing on solutions instead of problems, by seeking joy even in small ways, and by holding on to hope, seniors build a sense of inner strength that carries them forward no matter what life brings. With a positive mindset, aging becomes a celebration instead of a fear. It transforms daily routines into acts of self-care, relationships into sources of joy, and challenges into opportunities for growth. This perspective allows older adults to live with energy, purpose, and confidence, proving that youth is not measured by years, but by attitude, spirit, and the willingness to keep moving forward.